different phases, different phases. My teaching style was probably different back then, Rachel, also. I was much more involved, with the teaching and the mentoring and the systems. Now I'm a little bit more hands off.
I think that's the part of you that Nix has not experienced yet because in the past you were like really hands on. When I ventured on social media management and like project management because we were also managing other individuals like the graphic designer, you know, if you can still remember that, Edmund. I was everything virtual was foreign to me during that time, and then Edmund was like handholding us throughout the process. Like everything I know about social media during that time, I learned almost everything. Like 80 to 90% of it, they are all from Edmund. And then I don't know, Edmund, if you still remember, you would do the coaching, and I was also there. I was just listening, and then yeah, and then Edmund is trying to coach what the person needs to do with his business, online business, and all those stuff. So during those time, it was a learning curve for me, and it has defined a huge chunk of um my career. Yeah. But that's why when Edmund told us, I will never forget this, Edmund, because you told us around November 2014 that eventually we will stop the online business because you will concentrate on um the dry cleaning business. It was heartbreaking for us. Like, okay, we are working right now, but in 2 months this is gonna stop. All of this will stop. And it's not about losing your job, but it's about losing what we had, if that makes sense. Like losing the team, losing what we have been working for the past years. Um, like you can no longer see the vision, like everything that you have been working for and with. Like it was a crazy experience. I think when it comes to work, that was my first heartbreak.
I knew it.
because
Yeah,
it
no,
was
yeah.
because it was good. Oh, if you remember, Edmund, we had this long conversation about that with the other team members. So it was but right now I would say it was a good experience because we grew a lot separately.
Oh, of
We grew
course.
together and then we grew up when, I don't know, it was crazy.
Yeah. No, each of you, each because when we were gone those 6 years, like, yeah, every person, like, you each grew, and then you each, like, use whatever skill sets and, like, realizations that you had gotten, and then
Yeah.
you jumped into a new role, and then you just kept growing and running with it. uh,
Mm-mm.
so that you became like experts at whatever industry or whatever area you chose to focus on. And then like it's almost like when we reconnected, like end of 2020 or beginning of 2021, it's like, oh wow, it's like
A
look at where
totally
Rachel, look at
different.
where each of you are at. It's like you guys are
Yeah.
each like running with it. It's like whoa. And so that was
Yeah.
really cool to be able to see.
A part of it, I mentioned this in the past. A part of it was we had coaching sessions with you, Edmund. And Nix, yeah. I think no, I just remember that I wish Nix would also experience that because in the past we have these coaching sessions and we do tackle issues or topics that helps us grow not only with our careers but also with especially with our mindset. Remember last time I mentioned that because of Edmund, um I don't have television at home, and it's not because I cannot afford it, but I choose not to have it. um And then if ever I would watch a particular show, that's because I want to watch it, not because I'm influenced by someone to watch it. So because I don't want to be influenced. I pick what I want. Like even the books that I read, it's something that Edmund instilled in us that if we read, if we watch something or listen to, we need to choose who do we listen to. It's like you are being careful with your energy, being careful with your mind, and guarding. Well, for me, for my faith, it's more like guarding your heart. So it I'd say Edmund has a big impact with how with the foundation of my career, building it from ground up. Because I barely had nothing. Although I had BS marketing. Let's say yeah, I'm a bachelor's degree holder, but when you step out of the academe, it it's like you are starting all over. It's like it doesn't mean anything, almost nothing. All you have are theories. But when you are out in the wild, how are you gonna use those theories in reality? We don't know, right? But it's good that we have Edmund wasn't just a boss during that time. He was really a coach. He was a mentor.